Hi everyone. Thank you for joining me today on my channel, She Documents Life. My name is Sarah and I am a part of the My Little Scrapbook Store design team. Today we are holding a Say Goodbye to Summer YouTube Hop with design team members. We are focusing our projects on summer projects. So what I've done here prior to the video is I made a mixed media background and I'm going to finish it up on the video here. I've used Vicki Boutin's foundation paper and I spritzed the back with the salvaged patina distress spray. Once that dried, I used um, Vicki Boutin Color Study stencils and denim stencil butter from the Crafter's Workshop. And I just, put the stencil butter through the stencil. Now what I'm doing is I am taking some Vicki Boutin modeling paste, and unfortunately my modeling paste was starting to dry up. But what I'm going to do here is try to make a glittery paste out of this. So I'm adding some Nuvo Pure Sheen glitter in Drifting Snow, and I'm mixing that in, and I'm mixing and I'm mixing and I'm mixing, and I'm trying to find the glitter in the paste. And then I realized that um, the modeling paste is white and it's probably just completely coating all of the glitter particles in white. So even though that's the case, I'm still going to take this polka dot stencil from the Vicki Boutin Color Study stencil pack, and I'm going to smush the paste through. And then one thing I do that you don't see on screen is I go back and I sprinkle more of the glitter over the wet paste so that it'll stick to the top. Now here what I'm doing is I'm going back and I am going to try and salvage that modeling paste by putting some press and seal on it. Unfortunately, I didn't do that the first time I opened it, but hopefully that will help keep it a little bit wet for the rest of the time that I'm using it. Now I'm using a sheet of paper from Vicki Boutin's Bold and Bright collection. I'm cutting off the branding strip, and then what you'll see me do is I'm going to use my long shears and I'm going to just cut in between each one of the sunburst rays. And then I'm going to cut those rays off so that way you can see, so that it's kind of like a, a nice sunburst design that I'm going to put on the paper. While you're watching me cut that off, let me tell you a little bit about the design team top today. All of the links for the designers' videos will be listed in the description box below. Um, if you've never shopped with My Little Scrapbook Store, they're a wonderful family-owned scrapbook store, and you can use my code SARAHREF, SARAHREF, on your first purchase, and you can save 10%. We do a lot of challenges and design team lives on the Facebook group, so be sure to go over to Facebook and join the My Little Scrapbook Store Scrapbooking Layouts and More Facebook group, so that way you can participate in all of the fun that we have. Now you can see I'm using my smaller scissors here just to roughly cut off all of the white. I'm going to leave the white that's inside of the sun and just cut off in between the rays there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this on top of my foundations paper, and I'm trying to figure out the placement of the photo. I have to take off this branding strip at the top so that it'll be a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And I'm just doing a little bit of a cleanup because some of the glitter got on the desk, and you know how it is when you have a lot of glitter around, it gets on everything. So once again, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with where I want to place the photo. And now I'm going to glue this whole piece down with a lot of wet glue because I do have so much mixed media on the background. The wet glue is going to help with keeping the paper down on top of all of that texture paste and stencil butter. The glue that I'm using is the art glitter glue with the fine tip nozzle on it. Putting the pin back in so my glue does not clog. And now I'm going to carefully add the rays on top. And I'm just pressing down a bit to ensure that it adheres well to the foundations paper. And the photo is going to go on. I've brought in some of my embellishments from the Vicki Boutin Bright and Bold collection. I am adding some fun foam onto the back of this photo. And then I'm going to put some double stick tape. I pulled that Having Fun title out of one of the ephemera packs. Now while I'm taping this down, the Vicki Boutin supplies all came from My Little Scrapbook Store's Happy Scrappy bag, which is a great way to get almost the whole collection of supplies at a discounted price. The Happy Scrappy bag contains one sheet of each of the papers in the collection and the specialty sheet, the alpha thickers, and tons of embellishment packs. So it's really an awesome deal to pick up the Happy Scrappy bag. And here I'm just adding a little bit of fun foam to the top, a little bit of dimensional adhesive to the top of the title. And I'm going to glue that on right above the photo, overlapping the top of the photo there. Now I'm going to go through the papery pack. I love getting the papery packs from the American Crafts collections because they have so many layering pieces in them. And I'm going through all of these washi stickers. So I see these two splatters that are that aqua color. It really matches well with the salvage patina that is sprayed on the background. And I pulled out that pink floral. I'm pulling out this yellow floral. And in the papery packs, you get two of each. And there's washi stickers, and then there's also paper embellishments. And they're thin paper embellishments, but they're great for layering. Now I'm going into this package of canvas flare buttons from Scrap and Happy Studio, and I'm going to pull out this one that says swim because it has the darker blue color, and I want to bring some of the dark blue down into this corner here. So now that I kind of have the layout of my embellishments sorted out, I'm going to adhere everything down, but I'm just taking a quick look at the foam thickers from the Bright and Bold collection to see what I can use from them. Here I'm taking the back off of the washi stickers. It's a little hard to get the backing off, but they do come off. You just have to fiddle with them a bit. And I'm going to slide that under so it goes under the photo a little bit. Now for these yellow florals, I don't want them to be translucent like the paint splotches or the splatter splotches, whatever you want to call them. So I'm just keeping the backing on and I'm gluing it down as is. Now I'm going to also repeat that with this turquoise paint splotch down at the bottom. And then I'm going to keep the paper backing on these flowers as well. Always got to add that pin back into my glue so it doesn't dry up. And now what I'm searching for is my little bottle of, it's kind of like a crazy glue. It's called a Loctite glue. And I'm going to use that on the back of this flare just to glue it down, make sure it stays down. And I'm using my jar of modeling paste as a weight to hold that down with some pressure, keep it glued down. And you can just see that I'm still pressing down on the paper just to make sure everything is sticking well. So I want to finish this off with some stars. So I'm going to put 5 stars on here. So I put 3 at the top, and I'm going to add another 2 to the bottom. I originally was going to put 3 and 3, but I didn't like how it looked with all of those circles down at the bottom. So I put the 1 star back. And I'm just checking to make sure there's no more last minute embellishments I want to add on. I'm toying around with the idea of adding that banner on, but sometimes I have to pull myself back and say too much is too much. So here I'm just going to add the date to my layout. This was taken back in 2022 on a pool day. And I'm just going to add that at the top here above the photo where I have a little bit of white space. And that is the layout. So stay tuned for some close-ups. And please, please, please go and check out all of my fellow designers' videos that are going to be posted on YouTube today. The links will all be in the description box below, as well as links to my little scrapbook store and my coupon code. Thanks for watching.